Hey there, it's Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, Worldwide TV Entertainment, Women on TV.tv, and iTube T47 out of Franklin, Tennessee, and iHeartRadio, Pandora, all the platforms around the world. So Tosh, this is a special show because I'm not a coffee drinker unless I go to Dunkin' Donuts. But this young lady over here told me about something with strawberry coffee that tastes like it's coffee. And I was like, what? I immediately called up Tosh. I said, Tosh, you know what? I got to try this coffee. So all I knew is that she convinced me to drink some coffee, Tosh. So I'm excited about this. All right. So you guys are from Canada. Let's do this. Tell us who you are, what the company is, and how it started. This is important. I look forward to hearing this story.
Sure. We're happy to do that. So I'm Jahid, and I'm a partner of Mokha BUNN Canada. My story started as a coffee fan. So I drink coffee all the time since maybe high school. And so I'm a big coffee fan. And as I told you, I was drinking about 6 cups a day. I don't mind more. But finally, I was able to control myself. And then when I came to Canada, everything was totally new for me. And I needed to find a new coffee company because I need to drink a lot of coffee. And then I was trying to find any here, but I found that the taste of coffee that I used to drink is not very familiar here. So I started to look outside of Canada, and here I found Mokha BUNN. I tasted their coffee, and I was amazed by the smell, the taste of the coffee, the quality of everything. And the story began here, where I contacted them and we started to come closer and closer. They taught me a lot about specialty coffee. I didn't know much about specialty coffee, just like you. And I told you a coffee with the strawberry notes. You were like, what? How it comes coffee with strawberry notes? And this is what happened with me when I received their bags of coffee. I was smelling fruits and chocolate. I was like, is this coffee? And then when I tasted, I understood that it is not like a flavor added, strawberry flavor added or something. It is naturally has some fruits and chocolatey notes. And this is the special of specialty coffee, especially the Yemeni one, because it has strong berries and chocolatey notes.
That sounds so good. That sounds delicious. And the crazy part is that I just became a fan of coffee a couple months ago, just because I started really working a lot and needed something to, continue the energy going. But I realized that coffee, at least American coffee. That's why, Brian, when you said Dunkin' Donuts, I was like, you need to get better coffee, because Dunkin' Donuts is
this is what I told him.
No offense to anyone that likes Dunkin' Donuts, but their coffee is not even to the level of no, Brian, sorry. But as I was saying, American coffee is not that great, at least for my taste buds. It tastes very plain. There's not very flavors to it. Usually the coffee that I drink is from out of the US, from South American countries. And I know yours is from Yemen. So I'm excited to try it, because usually I know countries from outside the US have another type of way of processing their coffee beans, which gives them that flavor, that aroma. So I'm super excited about this. Everything sounds delicious.
You will be a big fan of specialty coffee, because I can see from what you said that you have this taste, similar to mine. I couldn't drink the to-go coffees here. That's why I started to find the real coffee, this coffee that your experience with it start from smelling it from the bag itself, and then taste it, and then enjoy every sip. And this experience, you can't find it in the to-go coffees. So Brian, you should try the coffees I just sent you. You should try them. You will totally change what coffee means.
Well, so Mustafa, here's the thing. I'm going to not try it. I know I'm going to enjoy it because I like anything with apple and strawberry. I mean, that's just me. And Tasha, how dare you get on my Dunkin' Donuts coffee?
I had to call you out on that because I have yet to try a coffee from Dunkin' Donuts that I'm like, oh my God, this is like the greatest thing. No.
Well, here's what comes to this. So, Mustafa, it's all about the story. Talk about the story and why it's important, because I love this young lady. When I was talking to her on the phone, she sold me on it as a non-coffee drinker. That's important because I just get up doing stuff. But it's going to be, I mean, I think it's coming today. I look forward to having that. And I immediately called Tosh. I'm like, Tosh, you're a coffee drinker, right? Terry's a coffee drinker. All the girls are coffee drinkers. So we wanted to have you on. And yes, you came highly recommended from my friend Mark Stephen Pooler, who Tosh, you met on one of our other shows. And Mark said, you got to interview these people. I'm like, okay, I will. Hey, if you like them, then I'll like them. And he was right. I like you guys already. So talk about your story, why it's important, how everything came about.
I mean, it starts from the farm. I mean, when you talk about coffee in general, we normally talk about the process and how this coffee has been processed. In general, generally speaking about coffee, we talk about specialty coffee and commercial coffee. There's a very big difference between the commercial coffee and specialty coffee, because the way that we process the cherries, because coffee. Do you know from where the coffee comes from? I mean, the coffee beans. What is it? It's a seed inside the fruit, which is cherry. It's like any other fruit. If you take care of the plant, it will give you good harvest and good products at the end of the harvest. And we at Yemen, we have farmers that have been dedicated to process and to take care of these plants for more than 500 years, doing the same thing. Through their grandparents, through their father, mother, their grandparents, and the way that we treat these trees in Yemen leads us to an exceptionally unique cup after roasting it, because all of our coffees in Yemen are naturally processed. They're organic and naturally processed. And when I say organic, I mean we don't use any chemicals in the plantation process. And then when we harvest the cherries, we just use the sun, the light of the sun, to dry these cherries. After drying the cherries, we hull, or we separate the cascara or the husk of the cherries and take off the seeds. These seeds are the coffee that we drink after roasting them. After roasting these seeds, we get the normal coffee, brown coffee colors that we all know, and then grinding it. And the moment we grind these coffees, we can evaluate the quality of how it was processed at the farm, how this coffee was profiled. Like, for example, in Mokha BUNN, whenever we receive the new coffee from the farm, from Yemen, we do 16 profiles, 16 different roasts. And from these 16 different roasts, we evaluate each roast during 2 months, just in order to get to the best profile and just release, the best quality that we can reach to. This is like, in general, what specialty coffee means and the difference between specialty coffee and commercial coffee. You want to say something, Brian?
I'm afraid to have your coffee because I'm going to enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
And the reason why I say that, one of the best documentaries, Tosh, I ever saw was about coffee beans, of where they come from and why they're special. And I was like, wow, this makes sense. And Tosh, yeah, you're definitely right. It's Europeans, people outside the U.S. really enjoy the coffee. It is something. This is where people come together in the cafes and everything like that. It's a special occasion, isn't it?
Yeah. Did you guys know that coffee was first exported to the world from a port of Al-Mokha in Yemen? Yemen was the birthplace of coffee, where coffee was first exported to the world. I mean, Natasha, whenever you hear the name of Mokha, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, I think of chocolate.
Great, nice. Brian, what do you think of whenever you hear Mokha?
Well, I think of the chocolate beans also.
Bingo. Mokha is the name of the seaport where coffee was first exported to the world, which is a Yemeni seaport. All these coffees that were exported from this port had natural notes or natural flavors of cocoa and chocolate. That's why now the name of Mokha is normally associated with chocolate, because of Whenever the coffee demand increased globally and Starbucks came up to the public and they could not fulfill the orders with the special Yemeni beans that came from the port of Mocha with this naturally notes of cocoa and chocolate, they had to imitate these flavors by adding cocoa to the drinks.
Wow.
There were
Something new I learned today.
Yeah, this is how the beverage mocha, which is milk, chocolate, and cocoa, was born. Because they could not get the same flavors of the Yemeni beans, then they had to add cocoa to their drinks. But Mocha is the name of the seaport where the coffee was first exported to the world. And Yemen was the only marketplace of coffee for more than 300 years before they lost the control of the coffee exportation.
Hey, for Yemen. See, that's a great thing. So, Tosh, why didn't you know that? Mustafa have to tell you everything. Come on now.
Wow, I'm like taking like a history class today.
No, that's.
And I mean, I was never like a fan of coffee that much. So until like recently, so that's why I find it amazing. And I also learned the other day that like you were talking about like how you roast your coffee, it could give like different types of acidity to like the coffee itself. And I had no idea that you could like kind of switch off with how you like press the coffee. I find it amazing. Like I'm a new fan right now and I'm loving it, trying these flavors. So like if you had to, like I love like chocolatey, like hazelnut type of coffee, like from your brand or from your products, what would you say would be one that I should try?
Jahid, I would say the mocha, right?
Yeah,
Jahid?
Mocha A Plus and the Sanani. They are both amazing. But yeah, for like more chocolatey is the Mocha A Plus. And this is what we always hear from the customers. Like, I told you, I started as a fan. Like I wasn't a roaster or something. I was just a coffee fan. So when I tried it the first time, I was like, oh my God. Like I feel like I used to drink my coffee with sugar, with a lot of sugar. I used to add chocolate, add caramel, add, different flavors. But when I tasted the Mocha AA Plus, I was like, this doesn't need anything else. Like I can even drink it black. At the beginning, I was like always mixing milk and other flavors, but Mocha A Plus, it is just, speak about itself. You don't need to add anything else. You will enjoy the chocolatey notes. You will enjoy the sweetness of the coffee. But as you said, like you need just to brew it the right way to highlight all these notes and all these sweetness. So I was telling Brian that it is a totally different world. Like the specialty coffee, there are a lot to learn. Like it has been a year now for me with Mokha BUNN, and I'm still learning. Each single day, I'm learning new thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, big thanks to you.
Hey, talk about this. Talk about how important it is to order it online. How is the process of that going? Because it's never easy when you're starting out doing things. And how long have you been around for right now?
Jahid, want to go?
Yeah. So for the Mokha BUNN Canada, it is almost a year now. And it is all online because of, COVID and everything is happening. We are just waiting for the right time to have our own location. It is really great that even if it's only online, I'm feeling myself very close with our customers because they always sending us questions, like asking for tips to get the notes that we are, talking about, their feedbacks, and they always amazed by the sweetness of our coffee. So each time we receive such a feedback, I'm like, bingo, yeah, this is what I want to hear because this is the truth. Like this is how the Yemeni coffee is. So for ordering it online, it is very easy. Like they go to www.mokhabunn, which is mokhabunn.ca, and then they go to they can enjoy the homepage because we are putting the promotions, the sales offers, all our special offers there at the homepage. So they can get advantage of that. And then they can go to shop and then specialty coffee and then pick the coffee they want. And when they go to the coffee itself, they find a lot of information. Like whatever you need to read, you can find it at that page. We put everything, like the notes, why this coffee is special than others, the region of this coffee, all such important information are there.
Yeah. On top of that, talking about specialty coffee, we always care about the traceability of the product. I mean, we know that we've been doing some hard job to get this coffee or to roast it, to brew it. But end of the day, we really are grateful of the efforts of our superheroes at the farms, because if it wasn't of the coffee producers, this coffee will never make it its way to North America or to South America. So, as an honor to the farmers, we always put their names on our bags and on our website, just to have 100% true and special traceability for all the products. In addition to that, we have copied something from the wine industry, which is the descriptors of the wine. Whenever you buy wine, with the sommelier, they talk about the fragrance and aroma and the aftertaste, but all the descriptors that they do in the wine industry. We copied this with our coffees because we worked on a project it's called Coffee Descriptors, that explains to the public what aromas, fragrance, and flavors or notes can they feel whenever they drink this coffee or when they have this coffee. For instance, we have divided them into two pieces: the nose that you're going to smell, which is in the nose, and then on the mouth, what flavors you're going to taste from these coffees. And we have published that in the page of each coffee we offer online. So whenever the customer go to the coffee page, they find all the traceability data of this coffee, plus the sensory notes or the sensations that they're going to get whenever they try it. Just in order to give them I would say a full experience of how we are experiencing this coffee at the roastery.
Well, I love it. I'm actually looking at your website right now because I'm going to order my mocha. And so I have a question, because it says choose what grind size. Like, what is, right. I've never heard of French press and Chemex. Like, what is that?
They're brewing methods.
Oh,
the French press. It's a brewing method.
Okay.
This is something special also in Mokha BUNN, because in other websites or whatever you can, like you used to buy your coffee from, you can find only espresso or filter grind size. But in our website, we have all the methods, because we believe that it is really depends also on the grind size when it comes to get the best cup. Like sometimes you have a very good coffee, but because you have the wrong grind size, you don't have that great experience with your cup. So this is something special we added, that we have different grind size that suit each method to get into you the best cup of coffee.
Nice. That's very good. I've never seen that before. Like people give you options like that. So that's very good. That makes you guys like super unique.
Thank you.
We're not just trying to bring coffee and sell it. We're trying to create a unique experience to the final consumer at home, to enjoy the same flavors and same experience that we as coffee professionals are enjoying. So when you talk about brewing methods, each brewing method requires some specific grind size. For example, this is the French press that you asked about. It's like, a jar that comes with a metallic filter. It's one of the most famous brewers around the world. It's very, very old. And basically, you just need to add the coffee ground in here, pour the water, leave it for 4 minutes, then press it with the filter, with the metallic filter that it has, like this, and serve it to the cup. So easy. But to use this method, you will need to have some coarse grind. Like, for example, right. The special, right? There are some espresso machines that use very fine ground. Mm-hmm. This kind of ground will not work with this. It can work, but it's not the ideal grind size for this method. So we added this option to our coffees, that the customers, if they don't have grinder at home, they just choose the brewing method that they're going to use, and we will grind the coffee before sending them out freshly. So we roast the coffee fresh and send them out, then grind it depending on their necessity before sending them out to them.
Yeah, we are trying to make everything easy to our customers because, as I told you, I had a lot of difficult time to find a good coffee. So now we are trying our best to cover all these things and improve the websites, give more information, give different grain size, and solve all the problems that I faced to give the customers an easy, great cup of coffee.
So Brian, what are you thinking?
I was going to ask you what you were thinking.
Well, you already know, because I'm loving it. I'm loving this whole coffee talk.
Natasha, believe me, you became a coffee fan in the right place and in the right time. So congratulations.
Yeah. Welcome.
Kudos.
All right, so Tasha, tell them who you are and what you do, because I want to have them back on the Tuesday night show.
Oh, that would be good. So I'm from Miami, and I'm a Latin singer-songwriter. I launched my career about like a year and a half ago. And everything is done super like organically, like I'm the whole team. Like I'm the publicist, I'm the promo person, the marketing, the manager, I'm everything. So it's been a journey. What do you guys listen music
she's gonna
to?
really
like,
need the coffee.
Yeah.
Right.
Where do you guys usually listen to your music in? Like what streaming platform?
Yeah.
For me, like YouTube only.
YouTube.
Like I'm not a great music listener, to be honest.
Well, it's okay.
YouTube, yeah.
YouTube.
But you start to be a fan, right, of coffee? So I'm ready to be your fan as well. Take me to the music world.
We are already fans.
I love it. So you can find me anywhere on any streaming platform. I actually have a new release coming out this Friday, which I've been working really hard this week promoting and reaching out to journalists. And it's like a crazy job, but I love it. I had to find my passion for this, because I was working in an office, and like it wasn't me. My passion was always music. And when the pandemic hit, I had a midlife crisis, and I was like, this is the time to really go in full force, and whatever is meant to happen will happen. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I definitely recommend you guys to listen to Menea, which is it's in English it means to move it, like
nice.
Slowly. So it's my music is very fun. It's very tropical. I always like to give that energy that I give, which is like a lot of good energy. So I always want my music to be able to translate that in its beats. And yeah, it's I'm excited. I'm excited for the whole journey. And I always hope that in the near future I will be in the
Wow.
Yeah, you guys can follow me at Vocally Tosh. I have everything on there, my website, my music videos, and you can get to know me a little bit. And yeah, it's fun. I think I have some new fans today, Brian.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So Mustafa, you're not getting out of here until I hear what kind of music you like, and do you watch many movies at all?
I do. I love music. I especially listen to music while roasting coffee, because I like to be happy while doing the things that I love the most, which is roasting coffees. I'm coffee is in my veins. So whenever I roast coffees, I like to listen to this type of music that keep me moving, dancing, that brings some happiness to my soul. This type of coffee, this types of music that I like to listen. I'm trying to find Natasha's music now. It's vocally in that.
Vocally Tosh.
Vocally
Tash. Yeah.
Yeah. Vocally Tosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it sounds interesting. Yeah. I'm so excited.
Links one more time. Website links.
At the
Sorry, Brian?
For them.
For who?
Give your website links for everybody one more time.
Yeah, the Mokha BUNN website is www.mokhabunn.ca, which is mokhabunn.ca. Or basically just go to Google and write Mokha BUNN Canada. It will appear. It's mokhabunn.ca.
Yeah. And
Right.
yeah, also the Instagram is the same thing, Mokha BUNN, MOKHABUNN. And like if anyone has any question, we are always there, and we are always happy to hear any questions or any requests regarding coffees, because we love speak coffee.
So Mustafa, when you said that you listen to music because you love what you do on making coffee, that makes me happy, because it's about the love,
Thank you.
passion of that. That's important.
Right.
Yeah, man. I really believe that it's better not to do anything if you don't love it. Just do the things that you love the most. It doesn't matter what is it, but if you don't do the things with love, things will be bad. So for me, if I'm in a bad mood, I prefer not to roast and not to touch coffee, because I know that I'm going to affect the quality. So it's all about love. It's all about to be happy when you do the things that you love the most. Sometimes, it happened, I guess, last year with all the pandemic and all the stuff that happened. I didn't roast for a week, and I delayed the orders I didn't send the orders to the customers, and I told them that we have some problems and will not be able to roast. That was in the beginning of the pandemic. So I choose not to roast and delay the business rather than roasting it badly and send it to the people, because I don't know, I might be crazy with that, but I prefer to do the things with love. This is how we do the things in Mokha BUNN.
No,
What do you think? Am I crazy?
No. It absolutely makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. There's a movie called Water for Chocolate. It's about how people would, enjoy their food, make chocolate and everything. Again, I think Canada. But it reminds me of how you two are creating this, what you're doing to this, because when she spoke with me, she sold me on that. I'm a non-coffee drinker. I can't wait to have it. I'm waiting now, matter of fact. So I'm excited about this. All right, Tosh, give your social media links one last time, so we got to get out of here because I know you got to go.
Oh yeah, fortunately I gotta work. But anyway, you can find me at natasharumbosmusic.com, or on my social media, it would be at vocally Tosh. And yeah, pre-save my next single called ¿Qué pasó?, which means what happened, on Friday.
¿Qué pasó? You hablo español.
Ah, bueno. So you're gonna love my music even more then.
You need to translate them to me, Mustafa.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's all about, we have a great day. I got to have you guys back. I want you guys to meet the rest of the team. I'm going to pick a date.
They need to be on the Tuesday show for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to have a Tuesday night live show around the world. So
happy to be there.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So thank you guys for coming on. And thank you so much for just talking to me. It was her voice that convinced me. It's what she said about that. Again, as a non-coffee drinker who only drank Tosh, Dunkin' Donuts coffee. This meant
shame,
because it was what she said, and it's all about that passion. It's all about everything like that. So I always say this to people: if you see someone without a smile, please give them one of yours, because the world needs it. I'm Brian Sebastian. This is Movie Reviews More, and we will see you next time.